Good evening and welcome. I'm Vincent Makori. This is Africa 54. Tonight, Nigerian military officials say troops rescued 200 girls and 93 women on Tuesday from 3 camps in the vast Sambisa forest in the country's northeast. They had been held there by the militant group Boko Haram. It is not clear if any of those freed are part of the Chibok schoolgirls kidnapped a year ago. Leaders of the Bring Back Our Girls campaign say that while the rescue of the girls and women is good news, they're not celebrating yet.
These same quarters have come out severally to say that they've rescued girls, they've rescued women and all that. But sometimes we don't get to confirm the authenticity of that news. So we are waiting that they release an official statement, and we would also do our verification process to be sure that indeed there's been rescue of some women and girls.
Well, for more on the rescue, Cynthia Areh of Channels TV joins us by telephone from Lagos. Hello, Cynthia.
Hello, Vincent.
Yes, now we just heard from a representative of the Bring Back Our Girls, and she's saying, well, we're not celebrating yet because we need more verification and authentication. What are you getting? What is the government showing?
Well, there's criticism for that statement because, in truth, the Bring Back Our Girls campaign has been the issue that has dominated the headlines in terms of abductions. But this is worth celebrating because despite the fact that the Bring Back Our Girls highlights, what happened over a year ago, there have been abductions which preceded that event as well as after that, but they just did not make news. So even though she's a representative and saying there's no jubilation yet, I can tell you for certain that there is a jubilation to the extent that we're seeing the military performing. Yeah. They're relentless in their efforts to bring the Boko Haram sect to their knees.
Yeah.
Just because it didn't make headlines doesn't make it any less important that people, about 293 number, have been rescued.
Yeah, what they're saying is that the government has in the past claimed that people have been rescued, but people never get to prove, they never get to see the faces of those who have been rescued. Is there any proof this time around?
Well, the government has been a bit tight-lipped. I think it wants to have all its facts together instead of having to retract a statement, confirm and then retract, as was the case initially, what we saw happen with the Chibok girls when they said they had rescued them and then went back to say, okay, no, we hadn't done that. So I think that the government is learning from its past mistakes. It's not rushing to make any announcements really concerning this until it's been verified, investigations have been carried out to know for certain that these are even Nigerians to begin with before we say, okay, we succeeded in finding 293 abducted women and girls.
Yeah, very quickly, Cynthia, is it known, even if it's just a rough estimate, how many people, women, men, kids have been kidnapped over that period of time?
Well, from the reports we get, especially from the north central, where there's a lot where the Boko Haram threat is more present than other parts of Nigeria, we understand that boys are abducted almost on a weekly basis, and they're forced to join the group, and also girls also go abducted. And in this case, the boys are often used as soldiers, or maybe they're brought into the group. But the girls are usually used as human shields and also for suicide cases, because in a couple of months back, we were seeing lots of cases of female suicide bombers. So there is a theory which suggests that is the reason for which females are used or abducted, because there's less suspicion attached to them. There's not really an estimate out there because most of these incidents, sadly, they go unreported. So we can't say for certain that 10 people are kidnapped in a day or 15.
Well, Cynthia, we just hope for the best. Thank you very much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Yes, Cynthia Areh of Channels Television reporting live from Lagos.